What's up, guys? So there it is, 10-day average 286.38. It's 2.3 pounds down from the last 10-day average. So we almost lost 2.5 pounds this 10-day average. However, we hit a new all-time low for a weigh-in, which was 284.2 pounds. Our first weigh-in was 314.2 pounds. So we've seen now a 30-pound total variance between the highest weigh-in and the lowest weigh-in, so that's a big milestone there. Now let's recap our 10-day averages. Excuse me. First 10-day average was 307.98. Second 10-day average 302.54. Third 10-day average 299.42. Fourth 10-day average 296.6. Fifth 10-day average 292.96. Sixth 10-day average 290.06. 7th 10-day average 288.7, and now our 8th 10-day average 286.38, 80 total days of cutting. We've had precisely one calculated cheat day. If you noticed the thumbnail, the wife and I went out once during this 10-day average and saw Genuine. If she's not old enough to know who Genuine is, she's too young for you, bro. But we went out. I had pizza, I had deep fried banana peppers, which, holy fucking shit, deep fried banana peppers are amazing. And I had some alcohol. However, I fasted going into it. The following day, I didn't eat as much as I usually do. So it kind of balanced out. And actually, the day after that, of course, probably that alcohol dehydration, was one of the lower weigh-ins of the 10 days, was the 285.4. So yeah, now as far as in regards to my diet, I have made some changes, not really in the calories, just moving around some timing. As you know, I've been doing a kind of pseudo intermittent fasting on my training days and then a one meal a day on my non-training days. So on my training days, I would just have a protein shake when I woke up, and I'd have a banana before I trained and a protein shake after I trained. And then one big meal at night before I went to bed. So now I'm having protein and a carb source when I wake up. So like this morning I had a protein shake and I had some pineapples. The morning before that I had some oats mixed with whey protein, things like that upon waking up is what I have. Before I go to the gym, I will have some orange juice, like 6 ounces of orange juice. And then after the gym, I will have a protein source with a carb source. So a lot of times like egg whites, and some pineapples or banana, a protein shake, pineapples or banana, cream of rice, as my carb source. And then I'll still have a pretty sizable meal at night. But I'm just trying to put more carbs before and immediately after training. I know before it'll make a huge difference. Immediately post-training it probably helps some too. Again, this is just minutia details, but I'm just trying to optimize a few more things during this cut. The only reason I didn't start doing this sooner, and I kept with the fasting protocols, is just to get that discipline now that post 70 days into it, I've got a pretty good handle on my food consumption, and felt more confident in spreading some more of those calories throughout the day. As with the fasting and having the big meal before bedtime, helps me tenfold with adherence, because I'm not somebody who likes to go to sleep hungry, and that will kill my caloric deficit every time, binge eating before bed, because I've been eating very small meals all day. So I'm still saving a good portion of my calories for a large meal. However, being that I'm moving carbs, up to before and right after training, with my evening meal, where before, it would maybe be like a pound of ground beef, a tub of cottage cheese and some potatoes or rice or something like that. Still eating those big protein sources, be it, a pound and a half of chicken or a pound of beef, something like that. But going with like broccoli or spinach, much smaller portions of rice if I have rice or something like that, since I moved to a lot of more carbs. to the beginning of the day rather than saving almost all of it for the end. And then on my non-training days, I'm not eating one meal a day anymore. I'll have a breakfast meal, which will be, almost exclusively protein, be it just like a protein shake or, some meat or something like that with some fats. And then, a meal again at night. So just going to, instead of just one big meal with absolutely nothing through the day, just having some amounts of protein, even a protein shake midday on the non-training days, just to have some more food throughout the day. As I mentioned several times before, it's adherence is the main thing first and foremost, and I wanted to make sure I was good with that before just trying to jump into the super most optimal style of dieting. And as I get more comfortable with the adherence end of it and change old habits, then I can start to instead of focusing just on adherence, I can focus on, well, duh, you still got to adhere, but optimizing consumption throughout the day instead of just a very large meal at night. So that's that. Again, still saving the majority of calories before bedtime and having a big meal by some sort of means before bedtime. And it's going well. Training, you'll see in the training update video, I think I've finally hit my limit on the close grip Larson presses. As my weight goes down, I've been progressing well with my pressing, and a lot of it's probably due to me not being able to push my lower body hard because of my knee. But I've finally, hit a wall on my close grip Larson presses. So we're gonna look at some alterations there, which I'll talk more about that in the training video itself. But as far as dieting goes, I think we're just getting better. I feel good. 286 feels a lot better than 314 in day-to-day life, and I'm not a twink yet, but I'm working on it. But that's it, guys. See you next time.